Do you have 6x6 paper pads? Do you struggle with how to use them on a full-size 12x12 scrapbook layout? Hi, I'm Melanie, and today I am teaming up with the rest of the gals on the Inspiration Collaboration Design team to showcase different ways to use the 6x6 paper pads on a scrapbook layout. So when you are finished watching this video, be sure to check them out, and I will have the playlist linked for you down below. So be sure to expand that description box so you can find the playlist. And also, you're going to want to hang tight until the end of the video for a special offer. So let's clear all this out of the way and let's get started with our layout. Today I am using the beautiful brightly colored papers from the, actually it's called Bright and Beautiful 6x6 paper pack from Stampin' Up. I just loved all these bright and beautiful colors. What an appropriate name. I thought they went perfectly to help me document these photos of a day at the ice cream store with my granddaughters eating those huge ice cream cones. And we'll talk a little bit more about the pictures as we go along. But when I saw this stamp set called Ice Cream Swirl from Stampin' Up, I knew it would be absolutely perfect to go along with these pictures. And of course there is a thin cut set to go along with that as well. So that's what I'm using today on my layout. Now the hardest thing about the layout, I think, was choosing the papers I wanted to use from all the beautiful patterns included in that layout, or in that paper pack. But I think I've got it narrowed down to these three because they matched the, kind of matched the swirls and the ice cream, I think, the best. So what is it about when you go to the ice cream store? This is called Pav's Creamery here in Green. And you ask for a kid's cone. Can you believe this was the size of the kid's cone? Really? I don't even think I can't even eat that much ice cream. I love ice cream. All right, so I've got these three papers, and I think they're going to go about like this on the page, bumped up like that. And the photos I've got, they ended up, by the time I put the mat on them, being a 3, let's see, this is a 3, yep, 3x4. And then these little ones were 3, yeah, just shy of 3x3. Okay, so then I'm going to put these out here. So this is kind of the way the photos are going to go. I'll fiddle with the exact placement in a little bit. But then I have the 6x6 squares, and I haven't done anything to those. I haven't cut them down. I'm just using them full size as 6x6. But I think I do want to go ahead and sponge the edges of each of those to make them stand off of the paper a little bit. And I'm bringing in, this is called Baked Brown Sugar. It is a retired color from Stampin' Up. All right, so I'm going to move those out of the way, and I'm going to just start sponging up the edges of this cardstock, or this designer series paper. So we have an ice cream store by us. It's called Pav's Creamery. They do have really, really good ice cream, lots of different flavors, and they even have the adult, the adult beverage ice cream, which is amazing if you've ever tried it. But anyway, whenever the girls spend the night, Granddad always says, hey, let's go up to the ice cream store, which is kind of funny because Granddad never wanted to go to the ice cream store when our kids were little. But for the granddaughters, yeah, he'll do anything. And of course, I'm not going to object because what do I love? Ice cream. So their favorite flavor is, well, it varies. It used to be birthday cake, but then lately they've liked this Superman ice cream. And I think that's what this is. Yeah, the Superman, and it's got all those different, I don't even know if flavors are different, but probably. but look at the bright, vivid colors. And then, of course, because the ice cream is so big, you have to get a dish to eat it out of, and I have no idea how she got ice cream on her chin, but so those are sponged, but I have not adhered them down because I thought, well, it would be fun to take this. Let me show you. There's a sprinkle stamp set. There's actually a die cut for that too, so you could actually cut it out and kind of sprinkle the shapes around the paper. I might do that, I don't know, but I thought I would at least take the stamp. So I've got my colors here. Lemonade, I'm going to use Wild Berry, and this dark blue called Pacific Point, and I thought those went really well with the different ice cream colors. So let's see, let's start with the lightest color first. Let's go with the Lemonade, and that's why I have my Stampin' Scrub here, because I am going to use different colors. And I'm just going to ink it up. Let's move this out of the way, and I've got kind of it earmarked where I know the paper is going to be, but I want to do probably 3 times in each color and spread it out a little bit. All right, and then I will clean this off with my Stampin' Scrub that I have sprayed with my Stampin' Mist. Let me spray it one more time. And then we will go into, let's do the Wild Berry. Now those colors are retired, and of course you can't get close to my heart colors anymore. Well, let's stamp it off too, because Wild Berry is so bright. But any colors that you have that would coordinate would work well, obviously. All right, so let's stamp that, clean that off. And then let's go ahead and get our Pacific Point. And let's see how this will work. Stamp some up here. And let's see, let's put some here. And let's put some over here. Okay. And I'll see how that looks and if it needs any more. I did add the stamping up here in the corner, but then I thought, let's add a little bit of sparkle. So I've got my shimmer brush in, I think this is Honey Butter, and I've squeezed out a little puddle of it here on my acrylic block. And then I'm just taking what I need and just tapping the lid on my shimmer brush to get some of that sparkle and shine. All right, so I gotta wipe that up, and then we'll finish putting down the paper and the photos. It's time to start embellishing. So what I did was I created in Cricut Design Space, I've got this little sundae dish and this spoon. Now this little sundae dish was actually part of a Close to My Heart digital art collection file, so that would no longer be available unless you already purchased it, because as you know, Close to My Heart is out of business. But remember, I said to hang tight till the end of the video and I'll tell you how you can get these embellishments for free. So I've got this, and instead of doing it all as a cut, I changed it to a print and cut, so it's just one layer, and I changed the colors to match the paper. So I think I'm going to put that little dish up here, and then I found a little spoon that I'm going to add like so. And then, oh, here it is. I have a little circle, a little stitched circle that is part of a die set, an old Stampin' Up! Die set that I use. I use this actually quite often. And in this ice cream swirl stamp set, there's this little word yum yum, and that actually fits perfectly on this little circle. So let's bring in our Stampin' pad here, Pearson Matte, and we will stamp the words yum yum on there, and we are going to use the Intense Black from Close to My Heart. Now if you have Stampin' Up! Colors, you can use that Memento ink. It's just that I have a really old one that needs to be re-inked, and I need to order some re-inker for that. So in the meantime, I'm going to use the Close to My Heart black. All right, so I've stamped that on there, Just move this back out of the way. And the little spoon and everything will go up here. We're going to put this, fiddle with that to make that go up there, to make a little embellishment nook and cranny there. All right, so now we have our title, This Sweet Life. This also, this title, This Sweet Life, is part of that digital file from Close to My Heart. So I did the same thing with that. I just switched it to a print and cut rather than be two different, separate files to cut and paste and glue all that together. All right, so that's that. Now we've got this big chunk right here. And remember this big ice cream swirl here and stamp set. I'm going to use that. Now let me show you. I did the cone in Sahara Sand cardstock, and I stamped it with the baked brown sugar. Now if you look at the dies for this stamp set, you notice that the ice cream cone actually is a long piece, and it actually will cut one long piece and it makes a score line so that you could put this as a tag on a gift. If you're using it on your scrapbook page, I thought, well, I could leave that, cut out the whole thing, and this could be a journaling flap on my scrapbook page, but I decided just to leave it. So I just stamped what I needed and just cut off the top edge that I don't need. All right, so that's going to go like that. All right, so, oh, and here's a picture of it, how it looks originally in the original sample in the catalog. And then I just took the ice cream swirl top. I stamped that in the basic black ink. I watercolored it with the coordinating colors. I'm using the Wild Berry, the Lemonade, and the Pacific Point, although that came out a little lighter than I like, but that's okay. It'll be all right up here. So this is all going to go like this. Then I thought, all right, so when you die cut the swirl image, you also get this die cut. So I thought, well, that might be fun to include that as with some of the pattern paper, to cut that out and put that on top of the ice cream cone. All right, so let's use some more of the stamps from the stamp set. Why not use them all? They are so cute, and they have dies that go with them. So I thought, okay, so let's do the strawberry and the straw and the cherry and the donut. So I've got just a piece of my Whisper White, or I guess they call it Basic White now, the Basic White cardstock, and I've got my Stamp and Pierce mat, and I will just stamp these with the Intense Black, and then I will go ahead and watercolor those in. I put both of those, the strawberry and the straw, on the one block, and we will stamp that, press and hold. All right, let's bring in, oops, let's bring in the cherry, and we will stamp that with our black as well. Oh, I got that wrong. Hold on. Okay, I totally had that on the wrong side. I had it on the solid side. So I had to clean that off and redo it. All right, so there's the cherry. And then let's do the donut as well. Now, to color these images in, I'm going with, this is called Strawberry Slush. The colors that match this paper, I think, was it called Berry Blast, I think? But again, like I said, I don't have that. So what I do when I do watercoloring, and I don't need it to be precise because I don't like it real precise, smush the lid. So you've got a little pool in your lid. You can also take your re-inker and put a few drops in there. But I'm going to use my watercolor brush. This is an old Stampin' Up! Brush. I don't know if they still carry it or not. If they do, I will link it down below. All right, and then I just take a little bit of water. Obviously, the more water you get, the lighter the color. Dip it off a little bit. And then I'll do the strawberry. and just lightly color it. I think I'm going to leave just a little white space there in that strawberry. Okay. And I'll add, without getting any more water, just a little bit more of the red, just to make that side a little bit darker. Okay. And then while I have the red out, let's take a pool of that. Let's dip a little bit on the paper towel. And let's make the stripes on the straw, because aren't the straws, don't they have kind of a little red or pink stripe on them? It's so cute. All right, let's get a little bit more water and go in and bring in some more of that ink for the cherry. Same thing, we'll just color this in. All right, for the donut, I'm turning to my baked brown sugar again. I'm going to do a little bit, let's make sure I don't have any red on there. Probably should get clean water, but I don't have a sink down here. I'm down in my basement. For those of you who have been with me for a while, you might know that. But if you're just joining me for the first time, you probably don't know that. All right, so then let's do the donut. Oh, let's see, that's a little lighter than I wanted. Let's get a little bit more of that color. All right, and then I'm going to make a little bit of some pink icing with my wild berry. Tap that off a little, and let's color that in. All right, so there you have it. All right, I'm going to take that over to the die cutting machine and take the dies and cut those out. Aren't they so cute when you die cut them out? I just think they look so cute. All right, so let's see. Let's put this in the dish here, and let's start getting ready to put all our embellishments around. Let's see. I have, remember those print and cut images I made on Cricut Design Space? Remember I told you, unless you already purchased this file, it is no longer available, but I do have a way for you to get these images for free. So all you have to do is simply send me an email, which you can find in the description box down below, with the words "This Sweet Life" in the subject line. And when you do that, I will be more than happy to email you, or not email you, to mail you. So make sure you put your mailing address in the email so that I can send them to you. I will send you a the ice cream sundae, the spoon, and the title. Now, if you want to get, now if you would like a if you would like these embellishments for free, as well as a PDF of this layout that I created in Cricut Design Space, all you have to do, as well as email me with the words "The Sweet Life" in the subject line, like I said, with your address. But then also, if you make a purchase, if you purchase the ice cream swirl stamp set and the coordinating dies, then I will email you a PDF copy of the file that I created in Cricut Design Space. Okay, so all you have to do is purchase the ice cream swirl stamp set and dies from the catalog, and like I said, all that information will be listed down below in the description box. So let's see, we've got some of these stamped images too. So let's see where I'm going to put those. Let's see, I like the donut. I think I'm going to put that down there. And this cherry, we'll probably put up here with the straw. Now, per Stampin' Up! Policy, I cannot include stamped images for you. That's why I say if you make a purchase, if you purchase the stamp and dies, then I will be more than happy to send you for free the PDF of this layout. as well as the print and cut images that I created. So those would have to be mailed to you, along with, of course, a hand-stamped card from me. All right, so to recap, if you want the embellishments that I created in Cricut Design Space, that would be the sundae dish, the spoon, the circle, not stamped. I'm not allowed to stamp it per Stampin' Up! Policy, but I will send the die cut circle, stitched circle, and the title. If you would like copies of that, be sure to email me, and in the subject line put "This Sweet Life," and also in the email don't forget to include your mailing address so that I can mail them to you. If you would like those embellishments and the PDF that I created in Cricut Design Space, then like I said, I will be more than happy to send that to you. All you have to do is purchase the ice cream swirl stamp and die cuts, or any $50 or greater purchase. When you place that order on my website, don't forget to email me and put the Sweet Life in the description box. Put your mailing address in the email, of course, and I will be more than happy to send you an email with the PDF attachment of the layout that I created here. And don't forget, all the purchasing information as well as my email and everything will be listed down below in the description box. So I hope that you will take advantage of that offer. I love to hear from you. Okay, so then there's just one last thing here. We're going to put these journaling strips. Those will go up there, and I'll write my journaling on that when I'm done. And don't forget, for the still shots, they will be listed on my social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. And for more videos, be sure to check out the playlist up here, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to hear from you soon. Check that description box down below. Thanks. Have a good one.